Yes, NFL free agency is about the big-time splashy signings as well as keeping your own guys on top dollar. But the bottom of the rooster, 90-man guys, league minimum, nothing guaranteed, guys who are heart and hustle, going to compete for 53 on rooster spots and practice squad spots. Those guys are also very important, and the Vikings kept two of those guys on Wednesday. It's easy to lose track of days during free agency. But tight end Ellefson, the pride of Howley, Minnesota. I know it's pronounced Hawley, and people scold us in the comments all the time, but it looks like Howley. Anyways, as well as edge rusher Kenny Willekes, the pride of Michigan State. Both of them are being back in the fold. The team announced it, and also it's interesting. So the team listed Kenny Willekes as an outside linebacker, which they did last year, which could speak to his role going forward, although he does have some hand-in-the-dirt capability as well, could kick in as a 4-tech or 5-tech, but that's beside the point. And both these guys were due to be restricted free agents, and I hadn't seen anything about the Vikings tendering them because they would have made about $2.5 million per year, which ain't gonna happen at this point. And the Vikings probably skewed the tender and then brought them back on the league minimum deal, just over $1 million, probably with little to nothing guaranteed. Basically just a futures deal with a little bit more meat on it, and they're going to be joining the 90-man roster. And Ben Ellefson is the pride of Howley, Minnesota, 26 years young, 2020 UDFA out of NDSU, go Bison. And he was with the Jaguars his rookie year and then joined the Vikings right before the start of the 2021 season. Played 11 games for the Vikings over 2 years, mainly on special teams as well as a blocking tight end. Did have 3 catches for 26 yards on 3 targets in the 2022 season before going down and missing most of the season with a groin injury. And with the tight end depth chart, I mean, it's Hawkinson, it's free agent newcomer Josh Oliver, one of the best blocking tight ends in the game, and then it's going to be a 3-horse race for that third tight end spot. Johnny Munt, the veteran, of course, experienced with Kevin O'Connell in LA, did good things with the Vikings last season as a secondary and tertiary tight end option, especially after Irv Smith went down. Nick Muse, last year's 7th-round pick, as well as Ben Ellefson is going to be in the mix as well. For Kenny Willekes, he's a 2020 7th-rounder out of Michigan State. Go Spartans. He was a 2-time first-team All-Big Ten, but he was the classic tweener. I mean, is he a hand-the-dirt guy? Does he have enough speed to be a stand-up outside linebacker guy? Who knows? But he's a classic hard worker, lunch pail, heart and hustle, all the cliches, former walk-on. He's a guy with an endless motor, and he's a guy that you really cheer for. Did some good things in preseason, but he's had some really bad injury luck. He missed all of 2020 and all of 2022 on injured reserve, but in 2021 he did get in and play 6 games, 202 defensive snaps, 15 pressures, 2.5 sacks. So he can bring a little bit of heat and a little bit of stank. And like we mentioned, sack, bound, and down. I forget how many means we have back in like the Rolodex, man. And Willekes, he has an interesting spot because Danielle Hunter, is he going to be back? Either the Vikings have to trade or extend him. That's the 2 options. Marcus Davenport's going to be in the mix. Who knows about Za'Darius? Because, I mean, his contract is eminently like edible. Like they certainly could have him back, even though he's made overtures basically that he wants to be cut so he can partake in free agency, or he wants a new contract. But he also could be traded. DJ Wanham heading to the final year of his rookie deal. Patrick Jones II's done some good things, and then Luigi Villain, last year's UDFA, Wake Forest, formerly of Michigan, was pretty good in preseason. Ended up making the 53-man rooster. So I mean, Willekes is going to have his work cut out for him. Plus, he got Curtis Weaver and Benton Whitley on futures deals. So Willekes, again, knock on all the wood. Hopefully he can stay healthy. I think his versatility is something that Flores would love because, like I said, he's got the size to be able to hold up inside against a run as a 4-tech or 5-tech, or he can be a stand-up outside linebacker, even though he doesn't have the classic quicks that you want at that spot. But he's a guy who's going to work hard. He's a guy that's going to completely dive on in, and he can find a spot. Plus, like we said, he showed that he could get to the quarterback in 2021 when he was given some limited runs. So we'll see. And like I said, people joke, all the pieces are in place right now. But, I mean, these guys, like I said, the guys are on the 90-man roster fighting for 53-man spots, fighting for practice squad spots. These are the guys that if you get production out of guys on league minimum deals, it's going to make your team better. Like I said, to build the foundation of a building, you got your bricks, so you got the superstars, you got the mortar who holds everything together. And then these 2 guys certainly could be a mortar of the 2023 Vikings foundation. But your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings re-signed tight end Ben Ellefson, the pride of Howley. Minnesota, as well as Kenny Powers, Willekes. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But to next time, Skol, production value.